Asthma sufferers just can't catch a break. Although they did have a pretty convenient excuse as kids. Didn't want to take that surprise quiz? Asthma attack. Didn't want to do the rope climb? Asthma attack. Have to mow the lawn? Asthma attack. But really, out of all the things they could be bad at, they're bad at breathing. As a human being, that's kind of an essential function. Hey, it ain't easy being wheezy. You know what else ain't wheezy? Turns out, using an inhaler comes with a pretty hefty carbon footprint. Accounting for almost 4% of NHS greenhouse gas emissions are metered dose inhalers, which use a gas, hydrofluorocane, to disperse the life-saving medicine. Hydrofluorocane is a greenhouse gas, and by replacing just 10% of metered dose inhalers to a greener alternative would eliminate 58 kilotons of CO2 emissions. Per person, this would be the equivalent of reducing meat consumption when it comes to individual footprint, which, as we all know, is one of the most environmentally friendly things we can do. In the UK, there are more than 5 million people that suffer from asthma, which is life-threatening and has no cure. In the US, 1 in 13 people have asthma, and worldwide there's an estimated 235 million people that suffer from it. As if knowing your life-saving medicine is contributing big time to carbon emissions isn't enough, asthma sufferers endure knowing the very thing they are causing is also the thing exacerbating their condition. Smog, smoke, dust, and haze are known particulates, making asthma symptoms worse, and as air quality continues to worsen, lung function is reduced, bringing about more frequent and severe attacks. There may be some good news. Green alternatives in the form of dry powder inhalers exist and are available. This is, of course, depending on your health care, which, as we all know in the US, isn't in its best form at the moment. Profit over puff. Whether you should make the switch or not completely depends on your particular situation, and, should go without saying, talking to your doctor. In no way can I be responsible for your medical diagnosis or medication. I assure you, I did not attend even a single lecture on medicine, and am severely underqualified to make personal recommendations. Like any good medical commercial, here are the warnings and side effects in the tiniest of print that I could find, so that you can't actually read it. Seriously, talk to your doctor. See if a dry powder inhaler would work for you. Individually, making the switch can eliminate 150 to 400 kilograms of CO2 per year per person. While asthma sufferers may be bad at breathing and contribute to increased carbon emissions, at least they'll always have a rap name ready to go should they want to make a late-in-life career change. Introducing Little Wheezy. If the smog doesn't get you, Little Wheezy's lyrics are killer. Rap battles aside, let's talk about something more serious. Miscarriages. According to March of Dimes, 10 to 15 out of every 100 pregnancy ends in miscarriage. Other estimates put this number as high as 50%. But the exact figure is hard to come by because although miscarriage is defined as death before 20 weeks, many women miscarry before even knowing they're pregnant. Exact causes of miscarriages remain somewhat of a mystery, but it's thought that about 50% are the result of extra or missing chromosomes resulting from errors as the embryo divides and grows. Other leading factors include infections, hormonal problems, thyroid disease, uterus or cervix issues, age, weight, smoking, and drug use. Adding to the mounting external factors which may cause miscarriage is the growing concern that pollution may be a contributor. A recent study published in the journal Nature Sustainability, which details a study following 250,000 women in Beijing from 2009 to 2017. The study showed a connection between air pollution and health problems for pregnant women, one of which is miscarriage. In areas where higher levels of pollution were found, a greater risk of miscarriage was also seen. This specific type of pollution was particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, ozone, and carbon monoxide. These are not the same as CO2 and other greenhouse gases. There may be some good news. In some parts of the world, in particular the Americas and Europe, sulfur dioxide levels are on the decline. But in other parts of the world, specifically in Asia and Africa, these numbers are rising. 99% of sulfur dioxide emissions come from man-made industrial activities, such as the generation of electricity from coal and other fossil fuels. If that's not a reason to turn towards green energy, I don't know what is. Worldwide, in 2015, air pollution was linked to 6.5 million deaths. Unsurprisingly, those most affected by air quality live in low and middle-income countries. In countries of rapid economic growth, including China and India, up to 1 in 4 deaths are attributed to pollution. It's a well-known fact that those who are and will continue to be most affected by climate change and who bear the brunt of industrialization in the name of profit are individuals from poor communities, indigenous populations, elderly, women, and children. Essentially, if you're a white middle to upper class man, then you're mostly safe, for now. If you want to be pro-life, then let's start with ensuring we have a breathing chance at survival. Speaking of breathing and India, students won't be puff-puff passing behind the bleachers this week. Instead, they'll be puff-puff trying not to pass out. Schools in New Delhi have been shut down until Tuesday due to air pollution, and 5 million children given face masks. You know things are bad when face masks are provided just to stay indoors. The pollution has been brought about by fires raging from neighboring states as a result of stubble burning, which is when the dry remains of agricultural fields are set on fire to clear them in preparation for the next planting. Stubble burning isn't rare. In fact, it's practiced all over the world and heralded as a low-cost alternative, especially in areas where machines are not readily available and financial predicaments of farmers prevent them from investing in newer technologies. Burning of the fields has released particulate matter into the air, affecting Delhi, an already heavily polluted area. The air quality index was recorded at 480, which is severe. Good is considered 0 to 50, so 480 is really bad. Schools have been closed, construction halted, and traffic limited, but that doesn't address the ongoing long-term problem. And yet, cricket goes on. Former Indian cricket captain Bishan Singh Bedi warned others that the air quality is too hazardous for both players and attendees to the weekend's T20I match against Bangladesh. Mixed with Diwali celebrations and the lighting of fireworks, even rain was no match against the burning fields, leading, understandably, many to be outraged that the event moved forward. In fact, scientists are left a bit puzzled as the weekend's rain not only didn't help the air quality, but instead concentrated particles due to the humidity, making the simple act of breathing that much more dangerous. Having to wear a face mask while training is taking sports to a whole other extreme level. Are we already starting to see survival of the fittest play out on sports fields? Quite literally? Here's the thing. I was talking with a friend recently about how much we truly don't understand the effects of climate change on humans, at least not yet. It seems distant, it seems abstract, kind of like that red circle on a canvas which goes on to sell for over $1 million. It's a world in which many of us just have no connection to. But so many people are affected, we just may not know it yet. Millions die from pollution, women lose fetuses, people can't breathe. Just because it hasn't reached our shores doesn't mean it isn't coming. The question is, what are we going to do to stop it? It would be the greatest human achievement to date if we could prevent the extinction of the human race. Although, let's be honest, I'm sure 300 years from now, if we're able to prevent temperatures rising, stop air pollution, the acidification of oceans, the melting of ice caps, the extinction of plants and animals, you know there will still be some guy sitting in his parents' basement saying it was all a conspiracy. Let's give that guy a chance. Thank you for watching this episode of Tomorrow Today. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't be selfish. Share that knowledge with others. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.